Recognizes the gentleman from Texas.
Mr. Chairman, I rise in support of my amendment of H.R. 3383, the INVEST Act. Section 105 creates offices of small business within key SEC divisions to coordinate on capital formation priorities. My amendment makes one common sense clarification. It says this subsection may not be construed to authorize expenditures for additional full-time equivalent employees. In other words, if SEC wants a better coordination for small businesses, it should do so with existing resources, not by creating this bill as a blank check for new hires. This keeps the policy goal intact while protecting taxpayers. I urge adoption. I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman reserves. For what purpose does the gentlewoman from California rise?
I rise to claim time in opposition.
The gentlewoman is recognized for 5 minutes.
I yield myself such time as I may consume. I oppose Mr. Self's amendment to limit the ability of the SEC to carry out its mandate in Section 105. Section 105, which is identical to H.R. 4449, sponsored by Mr. Gonzalez and Mr. Garbarino, directs the SEC to promote and protect small businesses by creating a small business office within each rulemaking division of the SEC by ensuring that the SEC has small business experts across the agency. Mr. Gonzalez's provision will ensure that the SEC rules are tailored to the needs of small businesses. Mr. Self's amendment make this provision impossible to implement by blocking the SEC from hiring any new employees to carry out the work. At a time when small businesses are struggling to stay afloat due to the impacts of Trump's harmful tariffs and disastrous economic policies, it is crucial that small businesses are represented through every step of the regulatory process. If we're serious about helping small businesses, we must make sure our regulators have the expertise needed to support them. I therefore encourage all members to vote no on this amendment, and I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentlewoman reserves. The gentleman from Texas is recognized.
I am pleased to offer 1 minute to Chair Lady Wagner.
The gentlewoman is recognized.
I thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I thank the gentleman for yielding. I rise in support of the gentleman from Texas's amendment. This is a common sense clarification that ensures Section 105 cannot be misinterpreted as a blank check for expanding the federal bureaucracy. The INVEST Act is about modernizing our capital markets and expanding opportunities for investors and entrepreneurs, not about growing government. This amendment provides helpful statutory clarity that protects taxpayers while preserving the important work this legislation accomplishes. I thank the gentleman from Texas for his amendment, and I urge my colleagues to support it.
I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman reserves. The gentlewoman from California is recognized.
With costs soaring and small businesses struggling to weather the impacts of the Trump tariffs and his administration's war on small businesses, it is crucial that we do what we can to make sure government is working for them, not against them. I urge my colleagues to vote no on this amendment. I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentlewoman yields back. The gentleman from Texas.
Mr. Chairman, I will point out that those words are dangerous words, do what we can, because normally that means we're going to spend a lot more money. But Congress, in this case, should not accidentally write an open-ended staffing authorization into statute just because we want better cooperation. This is a narrow, practical guardrail that keeps the INVEST Act focused on capital formation instead of quietly growing bureaucracy. With that, I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman yields back.